Hi everyone, Stacy Whiter here on behalf of Campus Mortgage with part 2 of a two-part video series on FHA requirements for the borrower's minimum investment. Now just a quick reminder before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice or used in place of FHA guidelines. Also, this video was issued on December 26, 2017 and the information contained in this video is subject to change without notice. So as we've already discussed, the minimum required investment from the borrower is 3.5% of the sales price. Now, those funds can come from a gift. So let's take a look at the requirements for a gift. So that can come from a family member, a spouse, a fiance, a close family friend, and that relationship does have to be documented, an employer, or a government entity. So any of these people or a government entity can provide the minimum required investment to the borrower for their down payment. When it comes to gifts, which are very common, there must be a gift letter included with the file that is signed and dated by the donor and the borrower, and it must also include the following: the donor's name, address, and phone number, the donor's relationship to the borrower, the dollar amount of the gift, and it must also state that there is no repayment that is truly a gift, and no repayment is required. Also, the source of funds for the donor must be documented. Now, this can be sometimes a sticky situation because a lot of times donors don't really want to provide their bank statements and things like that, which is understandable. So definitely check with your underwriter as to what is required. Most of the time it can just be a bank statement or a snippet of a bank statement. They just have to confirm that it's not cash. Also, they have to document the transfer of the funds. How did the funds get from the donor to the borrower? Were they wired into their account? Was a check given? How was that done? That must be documented. Now, when it comes to getting the 3.5% from a government entity, so FHA is pretty clear on this. They will either want a canceled check or an evidence of a wire transfer or other type of drawal request showing that prior to or at the time of closing, the government authorized the drawal of the funds provided to the borrower's 3.5% from the government entity's account, or a letter from the government entity signed by an authorized official establishing that the funds provided for the borrower's investment were funds legally belonging to the entity, it was their money, and that they were acting in their governmental capacity at or before closing. All right, that concludes part 2 of this two-part video series. Thanks so much for watching. For more tips and videos, please visit campusmortgage.org to look for their weekly mortgage video tips designed for all mortgage professionals, including underwriters, loan officers, processors, closers, and post-closers. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.